If it's Monday and it's 8 o'clock, it's Mighty Monkeys Nerd World News. And I am your host. My name is Druig, my fellow Eternal Circe with me today. Either that or we're going to call her Chief. I'm doing my son's math homework.
No, it wasn't my son's. It was Jessica. Just set an
my niece's
set an SOS.
And that's all one word, by the way.
My other daughter.
Your other daughter.
My one of my daughters.
My two moms. That should be a sitcom. You and Ann. Seriously,
so,
that would be a sitcom.
This is what I was doing.
Yep.
Has to do what's the radius of a circle given the area sector of 12 pi and a central angle of 120
degrees. The only
degrees.
pie chart I know how to do is here's all the pie that I've eaten and here's all the pie that I have yet to eat. That's basically the pie chart that I'm going to work with right now.
So,
ladies and gentlemen, let's rock. I'm going to go ahead and click this. I'm going to click that. And then I'm going to look at that beautiful face right there.
I'm going to go like this.
You can come over here and sit next to me if you want.
Okay.
That's perfectly fine.
I'm just going to turn myself into Kristen Ritter.
See? Either way, it's a win.
I am.
You know.
She's badass.
She is badass. Screen Geek is reporting that Kristen Ritter is getting ready to make her return as Jessica Jones in an upcoming MCU project. There are no details as of yet, and Marvel is not confirming any of the chatter. It comes on the heels of the recent news that Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio will be making their return who made their return in MCU projects. They'll be reprising their roles from the Netflix Marvel shows. The safe bet is that Ritter's appearance will be in an upcoming MCU series as the character, much like D'Onofrio did in Hawkeye, rather than an all-out return as a scripted series. As always, you know our mantra: as we learn things, we will share them with you. So let's jump over to the comment section. Anna's here. Hi, my child. Peter says hi. Matt says math very much a part of the axis of evil. I agree with you. And Jessica's, thank you, Tanya.
You're welcome.
So Jessica, if you rewind the show and do a freeze frame, you can go ahead and just, jot everything down.
Oh, she doesn't have to. I already sent her a picture.
You already sent her a picture?
Of course.
I found brownies.
You found brownies?
Mm-hmm.
Where's mine?
What?
You said earlier, do you want a brownie? I said yes.
Yeah, just mean you didn't follow up by saying, hey, may I have one?
Go on with the comics.
No, hang on.
No.
Hang on, because I was messing with you. That was fun.
No spoilers about Obi-Wan, Peter. No spoilers. We watched the first episode, and can I tell you? Oh my God, she's adorable.
We did watch episode 1 just now before we went on the air. We're going to watch episode 2 right after we're done.
Mm-hmm.
So far, so good. And yes, little Leia is absolutely adorable.
So no spoilers. But
all right, so now we're going to go ahead and move the camera over. There's a pretty face, too. Look at that. I've got Tanya.
Look at there and there.
And she's got scars, and you have scars.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
No spoilers, Ann.
Here we go. Little comic chick action. And now for Comic Chicks with Tanya and Ann, featuring...
Tanya. Because Ann is with her child.
Ann's in the comment section.
Yes. So 3 comics for this week because we opened a lot of comics last week. Stargirl number 3. In this conclusion to the second episode, the Rogue Gang crafts up a new plan against the solar system. Hook, still haunted by their last fight, will do anything to intercept these hostile beings and thus restore peace to the galaxy. Something that seems to be farther and farther away each passing. And this is my math on the back. Red Sonja number 2, Red Sitha. It's kind of apropos. Sitha? Yeah, okay. Sitha has discovered they are alive. Prisoners of a band of marauders in the deserts of Nemedia. I had tried to read it earlier today. Nemedia. On her way, she'll find an old acquaintance, the Thief of Kebra. Spinning directly out of the hit Red Sonja series by Mirka Andolfo, Red Sitha journeys in search of her long-thought-dead parents. Ooh. Star Wars Darth Vader number 23. That's a cool cover. The Shadow.
You know, that's what your qualifications are to me every time you say
you have
cool
to
comics,
have some cool covers. Cool covers, yeah.
I thought you'd like Stargirl. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was kind of cool, too.
Moving on.
An epic new story begins as Darth Vader embarks upon a new mission in partnership with a sworn enemy. But who's leading who to doom? And what happens when Queen Shadow learns the deepest secret of the Dark Lord of the Sith? Plus the shocking return of a face from Vader's most distant past.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm not sure. So that's it for the comics this week.
That's all for comics this week.
Anne and I will be back next week to open boxes. Hi. And this week is Dance Christmas week.
Is what?
It's called Dance Christmas.
Dance Christmas?
It's everything leading up to recital next Saturday.
Does everything have to have involved Christmas at all times? I'm anti-Christmas now. Bah humbug.
No. So rehearsals this week, recital on Saturday.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll go this way.
You don't have to.
I got another part of the brownie. Okay.
Yeah, I brought 3 up.
Mm.
One for you, one for me, and then one that we could split.
Save me, Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan. You're my only hope.
All right. So this expert camera work brought to you by Keebler. All right. Look at that big old schmaz. More expansion in the Star Wars universe. Hey, Star Wars Celebration last week in Anaheim, and a lot of Star Wars news came out of it. It was highlighted by Obi-Wan Kenobi stars Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen appearing in the event. They provided a taste of what is to come in the not-too-distant future in that galaxy far, far away. Did I ever tell you my theory about the galaxy far, far away is actually Andromeda?
Oh, is it?
Dig this. Dig this. They gave you the whole thing. Follow way back to E.T. You know that E.T. shows up in the Phantom Menace in the Senate, right? You saw the little E.T.s, okay? Now, go all the way back to the movie E.T., where one of the scientists actually hypothesized that E.T. came from the Andromeda Galaxy, okay? So the Jedi are in the Andromeda Galaxy. Resting my case on that one. Next door, frickin' neighbor. Moving on. In no particular order, here's what was revealed. A new Star Wars series starring Jude Law will be coming to Disney Plus and will be created by director John Watts and writer Chris Ford, who was behind creating Spider-Man Homecoming for Marvel. It will also have Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni join them as executive producers, as well it should. It is being tentatively titled The Skeleton Crew and will take place after the fall of the Empire and the return of the Jedi, just around the Mandalorian era does. There are no plot details released or any information on who Jude Law will be portraying, but a casting notice has gone out for 4 children ages 11 to 12. And insiders at Lucasfilm say the show is a galactic version of the classic Amblin coming-of-age adventure films of the 1980s. So a little Steven Spielberg influence there. Also, August 31st, we'll see a 2-episode launch of Rogue One prequel series Andor, starring Diego Luna, and that was who also portrayed Andor in the Rogue One film. The series will have 12 episodes, and there will be additional 12 episodes in Part 2 of the series, which is slated to begin filming in November. Part 2 will lead directly up to the events of Rogue One. The trailer for Andor shows the darker, grittier side of Star Wars universe and offers a first look at Stellan Skarsgård, Rebel leader, and Guinevere O'Reilly's Mon Mothma. Additionally, on the notes of things that Deanna gave me to talk about, a new 6-part animated series titled Star Wars Tale of the Jedi. It is scheduled to premiere this fall on Disney+. The series will feature the return of familiar faces such as Ahsoka, Count Dooku, and Qui-Gon Jinn, and will have minimal dialogue and told through visuals. Some of the stories will be dark in nature as they show the paths and choices of the characters they were faced with. Lucasfilm's Dave Filoni said the inspiration for the series came from George Lucas himself and creators such as the renowned Japanese animator Hayao Miyazaki. My apologies, throwing an extra K in there. Yeah. Filoni added that Liam Neeson will return to voice the Qui-Gon, okay, and that those in charge of the project feel it is our job to take care of it and further it in ways that are exciting for the next generation. One last note from Star Wars Celebration. February 2023 is going to be a big month as both Ahsoka Tano and the 3rd season of The Mandalorian will premiere. Those in attendance were shown a trailer for the new Mandalorian season, but it has not yet been released online, so keep an eye on your YouTube channels for that. Sorry, Tanya, and sorry, Anne. All right, and finally,
more baby.
Boom. Top Gun Maverick finally gave Tom Cruise something he has never had in almost 40 years of starring in films, an opening weekend total of over $100 million. The film, which was projected to only make around $80 million in its opening weekend, is projected to make $151 over the 4-day opening weekend. As of today, the film has made $248 million globally. Prior to the 1988 1986 sequel. The biggest opening weekend for Cruise was back in 2005 when War of the Worlds opened up with 64 million. Now, Tanya and I saw it with our friend Sean and our buddy Matt on Friday. The only thing I can say is, damn, that was a hell of a ride.
It was.
That was an amazing, amazing movie. And if you are a big fan of Top Gun, you will definitely. Sorry about this, guys. Didn't mean to give you motion sickness. You will definitely love this movie. The soundtrack was all right.
Yeah.
There was some homage to the original movie, right?
Oh my God, Dan! Definitely, you need to see it. I think I need to see it again because there's little nuances that we didn't pick up.
There was a lot of little things, but there was also, the movie. I'd give it a 9 out of 10, to be honest, because there were some tropes going on there. There were some little pieces of predictability going on there. However, the action was amazing. It was genuinely intense. The characters, the actors, they did a great job. There was that one scene.
There was no talking whatsoever.
It was amazing. I'm not going to tell you who was in it, but there was just this.
Actors.
It was acting. It was pure acting, and it was just tremendous. So, and Berlin was not in there, unfortunately. Yes, that's true. I did notice that "Take My Breath Away" was definitely not in the movie, but they threw some Kenny Loggins in there, so that was good.
And definitely homages back to the original film.
Yeah.
I want to say I like this one better than the original film, and I was a big fan of the first one.
Well, here's, I think, the difference is that in the first film, they were putting together an action movie, and Tom Cruise was still kind of in the beginning of his action star career.
Mm-hmm.
Then now they're coming full circle, and they're bringing this all the way forward, 30 years later, and Tom's more deliberate now. He is an action star at this point with all the Mission Impossible movies and everything that he's done so far. So he set the bar higher. This wasn't just going to be a throwaway movie. This was something he crafted intentionally to be a good sequel, not just a good sequel, but a good standalone movie. And it was impressive. It definitely was impressive.
I can't tell you even what Lady Gaga's song was in the movie.
I really couldn't. So it was seamless. It wasn't this jarring thing that kind of existed there. So that was kind of a cool spot.
I have
so if
no
you get
idea.
a chance, I would recommend, just for the entertainment factor of it, that if you have not seen Top Gun Maverick yet, to take the time to sit down and watch Top Gun, the original one, right? And it's not necessary. This is more just for the flavor of it, all right? It's not like if you don't watch it, you won't understand the second one, right? So if you watch the first one, just sit back, enjoy it, savor it, have a beer, have a pizza, and then go see the second one. And I think you're going to have a really good day on that one.
Top Gun's on Netflix through tomorrow.
Yes, it is. Mm-hmm. Congratulations. I did not know that, so I appreciate that little extra tidbit in there.
Oh, about Netflix.
Yeah, I didn't know that the original was on Netflix.
The original, when Tyler and I were watching Criminal Minds earlier, it popped up with Top Gun, and it says it's available through May 31st.
All right.
So
check that out. 13 minutes and 14 minutes, and we're pretty much done with stuff.
Obi-Wan, second episode.
We got to get back to we have ice cream and Obi-Wan, so it's kind of a thing. So guys, Memorial Day today. So, as the saying goes, all gave some gave all. If you have friends or family who have served and did not come home, take that moment of silence to remember them on a day like today. It's not just for barbecue. It's for respect. So that's all great. And I hope you are safe. You are happy. And then tomorrow we're all back to the grindstone together. And so you have a great week. Have a safe week. And guess what? We'll talk to you again. Oh, wait a minute. Do we have to do that?
Puppy sighting.
Puppy sighting? Hang on a second. All right, hang on.
All
right, here we go. Boom.
30 seconds of fame.
30 seconds of Juno.
Well, she was coming up, so she had to get in there. Hi.
All right.
Okay.
So have a furry week. Not a week of furries, but anyway.
That's a different thing.
That's a different thing entirely.
Yeah.
So, like I said, have a great week. Have a safe week. We'll see you again next week. I'm going to go now. Bye-bye.